Hello everyone, welcome to the video on Microsoft Teams. So I have named this particular part to be Microsoft Teams a walkthrough because we are not going to totally have a hands-on experience on this because Microsoft Teams requires a Gmail ID which is an institutional Gmail ID for us to use its full-fledged features. We cannot use Microsoft Teams using our personal Gmail ID, but I still wanted all my participants to know what are the available features in Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams contain a whole lot of features. If every one of us have an institutional email ID, it is well and good because the Microsoft Teams offers the Microsoft 365 products, the PowerPoint, Word, Excel, free to users with organizational email IDs. We can use the PowerPoints, Excel, and Word free in the online platform. So we have to go to Microsoft Teams, search for Microsoft Teams in Google. This is the page that will appear. So please click on sign up for free. Follow the steps. If you're a teacher, kindly give it to be a teacher. If you're a student, you give it to be a student. But I once again emphasize the point that we require an organizational email ID to use Microsoft Teams. We cannot use Microsoft Teams using our personal Gmail ID. If we want to use personal Gmail ID, we have to pay them to use the Microsoft Teams features. So I have actually signed up using my institutional email ID, and I'll just uh, I'll just tell you what are the various features available in Microsoft Teams. So once you sign up for free and sign in to Microsoft Teams, this is the page that will appear for us. So the process is very simple actually, nothing complicated. Just sign up using your institutional email ID. Follow up the steps that are required. Kindly choose the option as I am a teacher because we all are faculties. So use I am a teacher option and give your organizational email ID. And after that, we can directly sign in. So once you're set up with the signing up process, you can sign in using this option. And as the next step, this is the window that will appear. So I can call this Microsoft Teams to also be a learning management system. So we saw Edmodo. We are the today we've discussed about Moodle Cloud, and we have seen Google Classroom, etc. So this setup is also been made in such a way that we can manage a total classroom together, and it has inbuilt lot of features which has been like left unexplored. So I was actually like wondered like what types of options Microsoft Teams provides for faculties like us. But the only drawback, as I said previously, we require an organizational email ID. So let me assume that every one of us have signed in using the organizational email ID, and I'll just provide you a quick look at the various features available in this Microsoft Teams. I'll call this also to be an LMS. So let me tell the various features in Microsoft Teams LMS. The first tab here is the activity tab. So any chat or any assignments posted, any replies we have got, any polls posted in our class. So whatever happens in our class, the activity will be mentioned in this feed tab, right? And the next one is chat. So this is where we can add students. So we have to add students in our classroom, and once we add students, we can type message to the particular students. So for example, I already have added myself as a student here. So I can type a message as hi. We can add smileys, we can add GIF images, etc, and we can send this to the particular student. So this enables a vibrant discussion platform. Maybe though not for informal things, we can have a very lively discussion using this chat option in the Microsoft Teams. And also if you look at here, we have files. We can share files. We can click on this share. We can upload from our computer, or if you have any files in OneDrive, we can upload from there too. This will not be supported for us. And as I said earlier, any activity that has been going around in the Microsoft Teams account. So if you add any student, and if you see the student has participated in any of the assignments or done anything in your particular classroom in Microsoft Teams, all those activities will be listed out here. And at the top right, we can see two options, one for video calling and audio calling. So for every individual person also, we can either make a video call or audio call. So nowadays we use Zoom, Google Meet, Cisco WebEx, etc., and many such online video conferencing apps for conducting our classes. So Microsoft Teams is also one such platform where I can make both a video call as well as audio call, and we can also add more people in the particular video call or audio call. But we have to add those students into our classroom before we make a call to them. That is one of the things here. The next one is Teams. So this is similar to a Google Classroom. Like there we have join class and create class. So here we call to be team. So we can either join a team with a class code or we can create a team on our own. So let me click on create team. So I can either create a team for my own class or we can have a small learning community like within our staffs we can, if we work on a project, we can form a small learning group or within staffs of an organization or any other clubs we have in our college, we can create groups for other clubs. So for now, let me choose class and let me name my class as ICT FTP. Description is optional, so click next. So let it create a team for me. We call it to be a team, like how we call it to be a classroom in Google Classroom. Let me search for students. So this lists out students who already have Microsoft Teams. So the student must also have an organizational account in order to log into Microsoft Teams. The student cannot use his own Gmail account. That is the main drawback in Microsoft Teams, and that is why this is not much famous as the other applications. But this supports a lot of features for us, so that is why I wanted to include this as a part of module 2. So I include myself because I have logged into the Microsoft Teams using my institutional email ID. So I click on the student and give add. We can close or you can add any more students you want. So once you add a particular student, we can see that my team has been created. The name of the team is ICT FTP. So we can post any materials in our class and we can click on this upload class materials. You can upload any Word documents, any Microsoft products. We can upload PowerPoint presentations and we can upload any kind of a file. So I can upload files from a computer to this particular location. We can copy a link from any other web source and paste it here. And as soon as you create a class, what appears here is a folder called as class materials. So whatever materials you post into your Microsoft Teams classroom, once a class is created, the first step the Microsoft team does is to create a folder for the class. So any file uploaded into the particular class will be available in this folder of class materials. So there are various other options present here. If we have one more teacher in our classroom and they have uploaded any material, you can download that material also. So that is the use of this files tab. You can upload any material, you can copy any link from any other web source and paste it here so that students can learn from the other web source, or you can create new folders to store your materials in the ICT FTP classroom. Fine. And the third tab here is class notebook. So once you create a classroom, what this does is it creates a space for each and every student in your classroom. So if you upload any notes, upload any tests and all, when you conduct online classes, the students have a facility to take notes in their own class notebooks. So that is done by OneNote class notebook. So when once we set up the permissions, for the students a private space will be created where they can have their notes and they can store all their materials. So for each and every individual student, a small space will be created for them to keep notes of their own classroom. The next one is assignments. So under assignments, we can upload either any documents, we can create quizzes using Microsoft Teams. So let me click on get started. So we have a create button here. So I click on this create. So if you see here, I have an assignment option and a quiz option. So let me click on the assignment option first. So I can create this as, for example, assignment 1. I don't want this, I'm just doing it randomly to finish it off quickly. So for example, I want to include it for 15 points and you can create a rubric here. So we have the option to add rubrics in Microsoft Teams. So I click on add rubric and we click on new rubric. So points is required. So if you see, it allows 4 points for excellent, 3 for good, 2 for fair and 1 for poor. You can enter the description and criteria. So description is, for example, assignment clarity. And we can type the criteria as the own work, or it has been copied from elsewhere or taken from some other source, it is not up to the mark, or it is fully plagiarized. So we can enter various criteria and click on attach. So the student will be able to view the assignment along with the rubric when we assign a particular assignment for them. So this is how we create a rubric in the Microsoft Teams. Fine, you can add one more feature also, or we can add few more rows also if you want by clicking this button. So we can add various criterias, and we can add based on what I'm going to award marks. So if you want to add more criterias, click on this plus button. If you want to add one more row, click on this particular button. So let me close this. And I'm going to assign to all students in the classroom, or you can choose a particular student by clicking on this plus button, and we can set the due date when we want the assignment to be closed. And once the assignment is complete, it will post all this in the chat. That is the use of this settings function. So this is how we create an assignment in the Microsoft Teams. Let me discard this for now. So I've discarded this. And one more type of assignment that we can create is a quiz here. So let me click on quiz. I'll click on new form. So it redirects to Microsoft Forms. As how we have Google Forms, we also have Microsoft Forms, though they are not much famous like how we use Google Forms. So we can create a form as such, or we can create a new quiz where we assign marks. So let me click on new quiz. For example, I name this as ICT FTP quiz. I want to add a new multi-choice question, or a text-based question, or a rating question, or we want the students to enter the date. So we can, as usual, enter the options. Which is the LMS offered by Microsoft? You can give your options here. For example, Teams, Classroom. You can add an option here. Let me type Edmodo. So I click the points here. It is of 1 point. This is a required question, and this is the correct answer, right? So this is the correct answer. So you have to come here and click on the tick mark next to it, which shows which is the correct answer. And if you want to type any text, like personalized text to students, or feedback to students who chose the correct answers, or feedback to students who have answered the wrong answer, like if they have chosen the wrong answer, we can display like, sorry, the answer is not right. So if you want to display messages like that, we can type messages using this. Click on add new to add the next question. So for example, a text-based question. List out the features of Microsoft Teams, and let the student enter the answer. I'll give the points to be 2 points, right? So we are done with that. So I make this a required question, and this is a long answer means we make it long answer. Keep it short means we can keep it short. If you want, you can add the answer so that it might grade. So the correct answer is just type as Microsoft. It offers Word, it offers PPT, it offers Excel, etc. So this is the correct answer, and we are done with that. Let us preview our quiz. So we can see that what is the LMS offered by Microsoft? The answer is Teams. And if the student types the right answer and gives submit, we can see that. For example, I type some random thing, or I type Excel alone. And if we click on submit, we can see that the response will be submitted, and you can view the results. And if you see, only if I perfectly answer what is mentioned as the answer key, I'll be getting the points, or it will be declared as wrong. So we have scored 1 out of 3 points. So this is how we create a quiz and assign it in our classroom. So let me go back. So we can share it to our class. It is the same process as how we share Google Forms. You can copy this and we can paste it and share it to our classroom. And we can change the settings like only in my organization or anyone with the link can respond. So we don't want to go into the too much of complicated options. We'll keep it simple. So we can share the link to others, or we can send it through email. All those options are also there. right? So this is how we create a quiz using Microsoft Forms. And the next tab here is the grades tab. So under grades tab, any manual assignments submitted by the students, the marks of the students will be displayed here. So for example, I give a writing assignment like they have to scan and submit their documents. We can grade, and rubrics will also appear for the teachers, and we can grade using this tab. This is similar to a feature that is available in Edmodo. I hope you remember how we graded students assignment in Edmodo. So this grades tab, we assign marks to students similar to how we did in the Edmodo platform. The next one is assignments, which we actually saw already. So I think we saw the assignments tab here. So that is what is listed out separately as assignments here. It is nothing new. And calls, we saw it already. If you want to make a call, you can click on new group. You have to add students. So you have to add students and then only you can make a call. So if you click on this, actually I've named this to the group, sorry for that. So if you click on this, we can add contacts to this group. You can add all the contacts who are present in Microsoft Teams. Only those who are present in Microsoft Teams, we can make a call. Those outside the Teams group, we cannot make a call. That is the main drawback why Microsoft Teams is not that much famous. And also, if you want to call someone, we can type the command as backslash, slash hash call. Click on enter. It lists out the person in your Microsoft Teams. So you can select a person, a call will be automatically placed. So the command is slash, and if you see here, lot of options are there. So slash activity takes you to the first tab of activity. Slash call, it makes you to call someone. Slash chat helps you to send a chat message in your Microsoft team. So if you just go to the top, search or type command box and type the slash and enter the particular code, it takes us to the particular tab. That is a feature of this calls. The next one is files, and we saw that in the assignments tab we had already uploaded certain files, so all those files will be visible here. And also, if you click on the dots at the top left corner, we can see that lot of Microsoft products like Word, PowerPoint, SharePoint, OneNote, Excel, everything is displayed. So if I click on PowerPoint, it launches PowerPoint for us in the cloud platform. So we can create any PowerPoint presentations online. So a lot of online themes are available. In fact, the themes that are not available in our installed Microsoft PowerPoint applications, there are a lot many themes we can explore. So what is not there in the software? The online Microsoft PowerPoint offers us a lot of themes. So you can select which theme suits for you and you can start creating your presentations. All those presentations will be stored under files in your Microsoft Teams account, right? So if you want to create a PowerPoint presentation and share it to your classroom, so you can start creating PowerPoint presentations in the usual way that you use PowerPoint in your desktop or laptop, and this will automatically be saved. So no need to save this manually. This will automatically be saved in the cloud and it will be visible in the Microsoft Teams files page. So not only PowerPoint, we also have access to Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, etc. And all these features are free for us if we use our institutional email ID. So that's why I emphasize the point again and again that we require an institutional email ID in order to access all the features of the Microsoft total package, right? And before ending up this particular video, one thing I would like to say is like how we have add-ons in Google, Microsoft also have lot of add-ons. So click on the apps tab at the left corner here, and if you scroll down we can see lot of applications are there, right? It is not at all restricted. So it includes GoToMeeting, which is one of a very famous communication tool where we can create meetings among participants. We have Poly for creating polls in our class. I think I've already installed the poll application. Let me check out and tell you. So let me click on this Poly. I've already installed the Poly. I'll tell you how to use it in few minutes. And if you just scroll down, we can see lot of applications are there. MindMeister, it is used for creating mind maps online. So similar to that, SurveyMonkey, it is also one of the famous applications where we can create surveys like how we do in Google Forms. So we have a lot of famous applications in the apps of Microsoft Teams. You can use them. You can go and explore them as you want. So now let me go to the Poly. I'll tell you how to use this poll. So if you see here, I've actually already created some random question. So it is very simple to start a question. So let me click on this. If I keep my cursor here, it automatically shows your question mark, option 1, comma option 2. So I click on this. Let me type the question here. Which of the following is a LMS? And we will have the first option as, for example, Zoom, comma, let me type Edmodo. So after typing the question this way, click enter, and within 1 or 2 minutes we can see that our poll will be created. So let's wait for some time. Yes, we can see now here. So I just typed it as a question and that has been appeared as a poll here. So this will also appear in the activity tab in my classroom, where whichever students are there as a part of our class will be able to view this particular question. So for example, I choose Edmodo and I submit my vote. So it will give us the results that Edmodo 100% we have got and Zoom 0% we have got. So once all the students enter their options in the poll, the total percentage will be listed out here, and this poll will be available for 1 week duration. For example, I created today on 17th. This will be available till 24th of June, and it will automatically close and the results will be displayed in the activity box, right? So this is the help of using the Poly, where we can create interactive polls during our online class sessions. So we can make a call in between during our call. If you want, you can go access the Poly options and we can go to apps. We can search for Poly and click on open, and we can start typing our poll questions here. Fine. So this is all about Microsoft Teams. So as I said earlier, if we have an institutional email ID, we can create teams and initiate calls online like how we do in Zoom, WebEx or Google Meet. We can also add assignments to the students in the same platform itself. We can create rubrics for our students. We can grade our students' work, and also we have the full access to all the Microsoft features like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. All features are available for free for institutional email IDs. So this is all I have about Microsoft Teams. So though for normal Gmail IDs this is available only in a paid version, I want our faculty community and faculty fraternity to know that there is one hidden online platform called as Microsoft Teams, in which there are a lot of available applications and they offer all these Microsoft products online for free for us. So I hope those who have institutional email IDs will try using the Microsoft Teams application. And this will definitely be useful for us to create online presentations, and we can download these presentations and keep it in our system. Thank you.